Greetings, Batprince here, and today we are playing Plan B from Outer Space. New game. Press escape to skip text. Oh, whatever. What is this plan anyway? The cosmos, infinite space. The dust of a passing comet glistens lazily in the light of two mellow suns. Planets spin around their axis as if hypnotized by their own steady movement. You stand in the command area of your ship and stare into the infinity. You live for these moments of peace and contemplation. The majesty of space affects you deeply. It does? Thanks for telling me how I feel. In these moments, you profoundly value the magnificence of space travel, especially since most of your own travels consist of you staring at the inside of a cold sleep chamber. You check the command console, all systems fine, the course set. Time to go back home. You turn your back on the myriad of little lights out there and go into the stasis chamber. You've earned some sleep. You get cozy while your ship is preparing for everything for your dreamless stasis. You reflect on the past few cycles and your successful mission. Oh, I get to choose what I've been doing. Saving animals. That sounds fun. Of course, you are a scientist above all. Your foremost duty is to observe and document, not to intervene. But when an ecosystem as unique as the feather meadows of Aprolingi is in danger, you can't stand by and do nothing. Dramatic reef fires were threatening to destroy the planet's entire flora and fauna, and no one could figure out the cause. It was only thanks to the shape-shifting ability unique to your people that you were able to infiltrate the local population and managed to identify the cause of the fires. It turned out that a large organization was ruthlessly exploiting the planet for their own short-term gain. But thanks to a series of events that included motivational speeches, a bit of seduction, and a fistfight with a stone-wielding reptilioid, Star Trek reference, you managed to change the minds of those in charge. The Algiparians, with the exception of 6 million newly unemployed coral arsonists, will celebrate you as a hero. They can learn how to arson other things, okay? Like, maybe stop burning things. You take another sip of your Earl Mauve. It's like Earl Grey, but with a slight purple hue. I've just got coffee. In a bat mug, though. And I dream of peace and prosperity among the stars, I'll go to sleep. You said that it was dreamless, but if I get a choice... I don't want to read more. I hope this isn't a visual novel or something. It might be. I didn't read what it is. But here, I'm just creating a character. I didn't want to waste too much time on that. So, my body is hairy, mushroom, alien, brain, cloud, blob. I kind of like the brain on the outside thing. My simple snail cyclops. Cute! Multiple. Cyclops looks good on the brain. Lips. Tentacle mouth. Teeth mouth. Insect mouth. Tongue. I like tongue. Accessories. I've got a light, a ribbon, horns, wings, or empty. A ribbon. Oh, I don't really like any of those. Let's just, it can have the anglerfish proboscis thing. Confirm. No, that's better. Your limbs still feel a little numb. Finally, you turn on the light and are immediately blinded. Instinctively, you squeeze your optic organs tightly shut. After a few minutes, you finally feel awake. You leave the cold chamber. This might be a novel. Oh well. You're surprised by what you see on the screen. You expected to see the starbase of the Academy of Science. Instead, the monitor is filled with the view of a planet unknown to you. Its light bathes the command bridge in the most menacing of colors. Blue. Scary. I thought red was menacing. Ah, Commander! It is the voice of the augmented ship system. What an ass. Your ass regrets having to interrupt your cold sleep, but my protocols require that I consult the opinion of a biological intelligence in an extraordinary situation such as this. You keep most of your eyes on the strange planet. I only have the one. And head for the small built-in food dispenser on the bridge. What is it, ass? Why aren't we home yet? Mother, why did you wake us? On board, Intelligent makes a few beeping and crackling noises before continuing, the AI version of clearing one's throat. I performed a slingshot maneuver near this planet to shorten our travel time. Since this celestial body has not been categorized, I made the usual measurements and came across something astonishing. There is an oxygen balance on the surface of this planet, signs of complex carbon reactions and unusual surface patterns. Get to the point. You get yourself some breakfast gruel. You're usually a bit grumpy without it. The point is, there's life on this planet. More than that, if my initial analysis is correct, it is intelligent life. You turn abruptly to face the ominous blue planet. Your breakfast gruel slides out of its cup and splatters dramatically on the floor. Ass, you whisper softly, that is incredible news! You feel the excitement rising in you, the rush of a completely new discovery, a foreign intelligent species. You contemplate the unknown world that fills your screen, blue, the color of blood. Blue blood, icy cold blood, and bits of sick. What wonders might it harbor? I want to know more. Let's study them from afar. Let's study them from afar. Damn, the protocols for discovering a new species should have been adjusted ages ago. First we need to leave orbit and get to a safe distance. We don't want to scare the locals. They might throw spears or nukes at us. Understood, Commander. Your ass is leaving orbit in order to conduct a remote study. That's when your ship is hit. Must be quite the spear, you think to yourself. Damn it, they're attacking us already. Oh man. The impact sweeps you off your feet. Across the entire bridge there are bright sparks and whole consoles fly straight out of their sockets. A chorus of sirens comes to life and the bridge is bathed in a green light. Green alarm! That is the highest alert level. Something has gone terribly wrong. Ass, what the zog is going on? The artificial intelligence interrupts with the cacophony of different alarm signals for a tiny moment to answer you. Hold on. An unidentified flying object has hit our starboard side. Due to the impact, there was significant system damage. Total system collapse in approximately 600 seconds. Go team! Oh, I hate uppity, happy computers. Don't talk to me about life. The alarm signals are back to full volume. You rush to the control console. You frantically wipe through the various warning messages that flashes at you in aggressive turquoise. Finally, you find the central control unit. It does not look good. Everything's broken. We just got here. Who are these jerks anyway? You look at the various flashing menus, unsure what to do. What did the ship collide with, or options? What did the ship collide with? Although more and more warning lights keep popping up, you simply have to know what caused the collision. Ars was able to recognize the object but could no longer react. Nevertheless, you can tell from the little data that you have something strange is going on. It wasn't an asteroid. The object that rammed you was far too uniform for that. Some sort of flying object, perhaps a primitive communication satellite or a weapons system? What barbarians clog up the orbit of their own planet? Another alarm joins the cacophony of sirens. Seems like your life support just failed. You need to act now. They just took down the internet satellites, jerks! Ask, what are my options? The collision destroyed the central energy core and several of the backup energy store units. Propulsion, communications, and sensors will fail in mere moments. Calculating proposals for further action. As the warning signals are back again, meanwhile, you look at the different displays. Why would I just try to calm down? Just get to work for now. You look at your tentacles and notice that they are the color of the console on which you're standing. Your body has activated its camouflage, a reflex completely without your intention, a sign of uncontrolled panic. I should have calmed down first. What was I thinking, choosing the wrong choice? The ship no longer has sufficient energy reserves to escape the gravitational pull of the planet. An emergency landing is inevitable. Initiating landing maneuvers. Please change into the necessary emergency shape. The ship jolts as Ask corrects the course of your vehicle with the last available energy reserves to enable a semi-controlled landing. You stare at the main screen. The ominous blue color of this nameless planet begins to fill the entire field of vision. You can see land masses, weather formations, mountain ranges, and lots of unyielding hard soil. You get ready for the emergency landing. The spaceship begins to shake violently around you as it enters the upper layers of the atmosphere. You try to remember lessons from your training for exactly these kinds of situations. You know that your natural ability as the shapeshift is the key to surviving a crash, but how? By Flog, on how many passenger flights have you stared at the safety brochures and made fun of the little pictograms? All you can remember right now is the stupid joke you made to your fellow traveler at the time. Should you form a robust armor to protect yourself from impact, or a series of gas bubbles on the surface of your skin better to absorb the shock of impact, or should you spread yourself thin and wide so you don't get tossed around too much? Spread out as much as possible. No, an armor. Spread out. You stretch and extend your body to have as little weight as possible in one place, then not to be thrown around too much by the impact. And then the ship hits the ground. And I died because I chose the wrong thing. The entire bridge bursts into flames and debris fly everywhere, as if it was hit by the fist of a higher power. The fist of God! Screens, consoles, and seats explode into a shower of tiny splinters. Machine parts and scrap metal are blasted in every direction that the three-dimensional universe allows, and some that it doesn't. The majority of these splinters pass right through your stretched body. While several of your more vital organs slowly fail from blood loss, it occurs to you that it may not always be the best decisions under pressure. Okay, I should have turned into an armor. Oh boy. Commander, you are in critical condition. Please go to the assembler in the next 50 seconds so that emergency measures can be carried out. Stay positive. You realize that Ars has switched to its maximum optimism setting, something intended only for the most serious of emergencies. In agony, you drag your remaining body parts to the assembler, where Ars is in the process of preparing a sophisticated first aid kit. Moments later, a medical AI has analyzed your wounds and administers a cocktail of painkillers. Nanobots begin to mend your tattered body. Their machines work, their I can't believe it's not magic. Any technology so advanced is indistinguishable from magic. After a few hours, you're back to a stable and you can get up slowly. You're feeling great, which is entirely due to the sophisticated drug cocktail in your system. You look around. You are standing ankle deep in the debris of the cockpit electronics. No screen. No control panel. No nothing! Double negatives. No thank you. But the good news, at first glance, the structural integrity of the ship seems to be intact. You drag your feet to a cushion. Flog knows where it came from originally and sit down. Saving progress. Initialize. Crash site. Ooh. You take a short breather and the crucial question, okay, ass, what's next? The damage to the internal systems is huge, but good news, the assembler is still functional. Stay positive! The good news indeed. You can construct spare parts with the help of the assembler. Given enough time and power supply, you could repair the ship or even build a completely new one. After a few buzzing and beeping sounds, Ars continues, all we need now is an energy source. The Ars hums. Where have we landed? Where can I find an energy source? Distress, can you produce equipment for me? I think I will need an energy source to be able to produce equipment. Your ass has taken you as close to the energy source as was possible under the conditions. Here you should find sufficient power supply to allow the assembler to make all the necessary repairs. Yay! What kind of energy source is it? You're already imagining a kind of steam turbine over a kettle of boiling water or something similarly primitive. Apparently, a kind of hydroelectric power station. A dam! We can do it! Oh well, could have been worse. Can you make some equipment for me? Oh. Regrettably, life-saving measures were necessary to save you. There is no more power available to produce complex equipment. Yay! Stupid optimism drive. Why would they think to make real-feeling computers? Rather depressing if you ask me. Commander, I have taken the liberty of producing a portable communicator with the last bit of energy available. This allows you to stay in touch with your ass. While you are away from the ship, us can do technical analysis from a safe distance, and with enough samples, to decode the language of the locals. You form a small skin pocket and slip in the communicator. You step out of the smoking wreckage in the spaceship onto the surface of this unknown planet. You can breathe this air, but it is filled with strange smells. Local animals, temporarily silenced by your crash, begin to resume their nocturnal sounds. Not long now until this planet's brightest star rises on the horizon. Your crash site appears to be in an area of dense vegetation. Columnar plants, presumably mushrooms, rise from the ground all around you, branching upwards and covered with green lobes or needles. The moon of this nameless world stands bright in the sky. We should probably camouflage the vessel. Shouldn't leave it just sitting around like this. You don't want some of the natives to come along and start stealing technology or worshipping it as a deity. Part of the ship is already rammed into the ground because of the impact, but lots is still visible above the ground. Moreover, your crash has cut a swath of destruction through the trees. Bury the ship under soil and plant plants. There we go. Takes you quite a bit of time to bury all traces of the ship under mushroom parts and soil. All that's left is a huge conspicuous swath of destruction. All good. You realize that no one has ever named this planet. As the first visitor to this strange world, your task indeed is the privilege to name this discovery. How about you ask the locals? Ask the locals what it's called, you... jerk. Future generations may look at this spot in their star charts and remember that you and your adventurous escape from this world, or they'll remember this planet was found in the records of a hapless stranded corpse. I name you... Nah, later. You don't need to name it. Names are hard. You don't need to take care of matters like this. And you really do have more important things to do right now. Us? I want to name this planet, but I'm having a creative block right now. This is one of the known side effects of interplanetary crashes, and therefore not surprising. Us enters the name of the planet in the logbook to be added later, which is pronounced Earth in your language. Right, your ship's battery will not recharge itself. Blah-de-blah, on your way. I really like this story now. I really like the way it's written, but I'm going to click a lot just to see what's coming up, because I'm about to end the video. How's that? Clickety-click, clickety-click. Oops, I clicked through a choice. Ah, it's a cat! Aw, hi kitty! Cat. The Mighty Cap. Saving progress. Okay. Well, I did 2 chapters. I skipped through the last bit of the last one, but that's enough reading for today. I didn't know it was a book when I opened it, but that's fine. I'll see you kitties sometime later. 99.